Krootz Brewing Marzen Ale, and a stupid dolphin in front of me. Tonight, Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Strikeout Beer. We're doing some beer reviews tonight, having a little bit of fun. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
He's the stupid dolphin. He's sitting there bouncing stuff on his head all night. He's put a couple beer cans on there. We need to start finding stuff, and we'll put, can he balance it, folks? And I think you're going to find the answer is yes. I think so. So tonight, he's got a Funko Pop there now. Tonight, whenever you're listening to this podcast, whenever you're watching this beautiful video, we have Krootz Brewing. Where are they out of? They're out of Gainesville, Texas. That's right.
Gainesville, Texas.
Gainesville, Texas. This is Copper Goochy Marzen Ale. Got a bunch of got any words on that on Untappd?
It does. Content warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects, which explains Rapid Dave. Consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery. It may cause health problems. But if we go over here to Untappd, I do have our smoothest drinking beer.
Ooh, nice.
A Marzen hybrid style brewed as an ale instead of a lager. Results in an incredibly smooth taste from start to finish. Coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume, 28 IBUs, average score of 3.66 out of 5 on Untappd, out of 317 ratings. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. Getting the same vibes from the Oktoberfest beer that we just had from Tups. You know, it's got that, it's not clear. You can't see through this at all. It's got a beautiful, murky, just, I don't know, like you said, caramel color, right?
I think I said caramel.
Caramel. I don't even know what I say anymore when it comes to that. Got a nice, good head on it, too. Nice little creamy white. Let's see what we got here.
I actually think this one's darker.
Oh yeah,
it's in the color. It's definitely darker for sure. More head than the last one had on this one.
I took a
does not smell like coffee.
No.
This one,
that's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
That's damn good. So tell us where you bought this beer at.
Well, I was rolling through Gainesville, Texas, about a month ago. Was it this month or last month? Last month. And so anyways, I was going up to Oklahoma. We were going to WinStar to hang out for a couple days. I was like, I've never been to Krootz. You went there once. I was like, let me pop in real quick. So on the way up there, it was more of a quick trip. I knocked out a flight of beers. I'm like, we're trying to kill a little bit of time before we have to check in and stuff like that. So stop off, break up the drive a little bit, have a flight. Lizzie has a beer. We're sitting there hanging out, enjoying ourselves, just kind of chatting up with people and whatnot. And that was it. We just left. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, let's go back on the way home. Let's catch lunch, do a little, one more beer. Let's have some lunch, enjoy ourselves. We're not feel like we're rushed. We're not getting back home to anything. There's no rush. And the service there is great. Really nice ladies out there. And then 2, they got a really extensive menu beer wise and food wise. So I grabbed another beer. We were kind of out, like we were done drinking after 2 days, but I was like, I got to have me a beer. We're here.
Oh, yeah. You can't go to a brewery and not have a beer. Although a lot of people do. Because when I rolled through, did you roll back through? Yours was during the week though, right? When you went? So I rolled back through on a Sunday because we went up to the casinos, Oklahoma on Saturday, drove back on Sunday, hit them up when they first opened up at I want to say it might've been noon. 11 or 12. I can't remember what time they open up on Sunday. And it is a hotbed for people coming to get food. There was 2 big tables of people next to us that were just there for the food. And I was like, okay, that's a good sign. And then we ordered some appetizers. I think we got some fried pickles. They got a good pretzel over there. We got a big old pretzel. Got some food and stuff. And it was just the food. The food's right there with the beer. This is one of those places that you can go to you could just go just for the beer. I would go there just for the food. If I worked by there, I'd go by there for lunch to get food.
It's like one dude back there too, just going to town.
And I mean, I would have no idea about that because, like I said, they were busy when we went by on Sunday, and food's coming out quick,
Mhm.
timely, and it was damn good.
Yeah.
Like, it was really good.
Yeah. Good menu, like I said, and you're right. Like, so when I went through it during the week, I went through during like lunchtime. So you had people coming in their lunch break to
Yeah,
pop in real quick, get something to eat. They grab a little beer, a little cerveza, little lunch break action. And yeah, I mean, you're
little
talking,
afternoon delight.
I'm telling you, just really good burgers and stuff like you can check all their stuff out. Krootz Brewing Company.com. Again, they're up in Gainesville, Texas. They're on the socials as well. I think it's just a couple, not all of them like most people. They're not like on TikTok and whatnot that I know of. But yeah, really cool place. Good beer. And like I said, they were really friendly. Now they got range when it comes to beer. They got sours, they got stout. It just kind of goes all over the map. I brought several beers home because when I popped in, I go, you know what? I'm going to get an elephant leg of a couple things. There's still something sitting there in the fridge right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, I got to get this. So,
They've got their whole soft shine, which is like their moonshine type stuff. That was some of them were we had the pickle one, and it wasn't. But like we got the apple one, like the missus she tried the apple one while we were there because I got something of everything when we went through. It was just me and her. We went out for like a weekend type thing. We went to Oklahoma, stayed the night. We were coming back. She was okay with driving, back from there because it's not that far,
mhm,
and I tried some of everything. I got probably went through like 3 flights of beers, and had a couple of their soft shines and had their apple one, and their apple one was phenomenal.
dynamite. Now, this location is actually really friendly. If you think about it, you're exiting 35, you take a right, and you're like 2 blocks in. It's right there on the left. The
It's
other
right
thing I
there.
really enjoyed about it is you can tell that this place is set up to have a good time. It's downtown vibes kind of feel. There's a pool hall in the back room, you
It's a
know.
whole, like, game room type thing. They got a bunch of board games back there. They got a couple arcade games back there. They got the pool table set up. It just They got it all, and right next to that, which is where we sat when we went, is where the stage was.
The live
They've got the
stage.
stage with all the tables there, but then you go to the front part, it's the bar part. So
Yeah.
you essentially got like 3 different things going on at this one location. And just again, great service, friendly staff, delicious beers, food was phenomenal. Like,
Mhm.
it's nice. It's one of those places where you can go and you can knock back several, but you got some damn good food to help balance you out, right?
Yeah. And like I told Lizzie, I was looking around, I was like, it made me feel like I was at home. Like I was back in like Frankfurt, and I was looking around because a lot of the bars and breweries and stuff like
A
that
lot
when
of
I
family members there.
yeah, a lot of family members hanging around. But, it's like being at home. It's like, when you've been in buildings, and like, structures and stuff like that that's been around for 100 years, and now they used to be like a paper mill, but now they're a damn brewery or something like that, stuff, whatnot. It does. There's a different and the same thing when I went to Oklahoma. When I went up to Norman and went to like 10 breweries up in Norman, I got the same vibes because I was like in downtown. I was like, this place has been around for 100 years. This building's been around for 100 years.
Right.
It's like, man, I feel like I'm at the Dragon in Frankfurt or this and that. And I don't even know if that place still exists. But yeah, I mean, really, like you said, really cool place, good food, good beer, friendly service. I mean, for me, you're checking boxes at this point, right? Where I'll come back. Because if these, now food, I always kind of let slide because I'm there for the beer, I'm there for the service, and I want to have a good time and just be relaxed and not overly populated. But you could see this thing getting hopping out like a Friday night or a Saturday night.
So breaking news, the Dragon Pub in Frankfort, Kentucky is closed.
Oh, what's it now? It's a brewery or something like that. Is it
I don't know.
Goodwood Brewing?
Doesn't tell me.
Doesn't tell you. Yeah,
Doesn't
I
tell me.
remember going there. It was back in the day. I think it was like first when I was bringing Lizzie home. I was like, let's go hang out and we're gonna go, because we even met like Cuzzo up there one night. He was like, hey, let's go hang out. With the cousins. Will a handful of us to get together. I was like, you want to go hang out with my cousins? Liz's like, oh hell yeah. And I'm like, all right, fine. We're gonna go to the Dragon. We're gonna go hang out down there and whatnot. we're just out there getting ripped up and having a good time. And it's fun. It's always fun to go home. I don't talk to half of them anymore just because we're all adults and we've already kind of branched out. But we were all close growing up, like all shit. I don't know, 15 of us. There was a ton of us, and there was even more before. By the time I was one of the older ones, so I was like the third oldest. So I
So,
mean,
breaking news. We have breaking news coming in from the
Jesus.
news desk. The Dragon Pub is now Bourbon on Main.
There you
You can get
go.
some burgers there. You can get some nice cocktails, some wines. They've got a nice bourbon collection going on. You can get just about anything you want there. Really big bourbon selection. I mean, I'm looking at 5 pages of bourbons that they have there that you can get, and they have their list in alphabetical order for you. So
I will say this. I think I went there the last time I was in town, and I was like, this place looks familiar. But anyways, so the difference is this: when you go to a bourbon house or a bar or whatever in Frankfurt, right? They have all the the stuff that you see on the top shelf at all the bars here. It's just on the shelf over there.
it's
It's
a mid-level right there.
they don't care. You know what I mean? It's not like, well, one, it's distilled down the street, right? So they're not like, and they'll get it from them. And that's the whole thing. Like, and so I told Liz, I was like, let's go up there and we'll go through the tours and stuff like that. We'll be able to buy a couple bottles and we'll just walk out there. They don't, it's $18. That's all it's going to cost. And, but it's just one of those things. Like I said, I've been to bars here where they have Weller and Blanton's and what the hell's that other one? The Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace, you can find it everywhere up until like 2 years ago, and it shot up. Now it's on the top shelf. Can't find it nowhere anyways. And it's like,
Well,
oh yeah,
you're not looking on the top shelf. Apparently, you just told me where it was. It's on the
it's
top shelf.
ridiculous. Well, that's what I'm saying. But you can't find it. No, no, no. You can't find it at like liquor stores and stuff like that. So,
Oh, really? Okay. I
but
mean, I haven't looked, but
anyways,
I feel
back to
challenged
Krootz.
now. Like I need to go to the liquor store tomorrow and buy some Buffalo Trace.
If you can find a bottle, get me a bottle. It's only $20. It's or
Okay.
25. It's not expensive.
I
Anyways.
mean, hey, I would expect it to be more if you can't find it.
That's the thing.
Someone needs to talk to people at Buffalo Trace about supply and demand, apparently.
They all you have to do is go to their distillery and you can get a bottle. That's it.
Okay.
It's just down here. It's far enough away where they have to distribute, and you have a bunch of people that go around and scoop up all the bottles. They scoop them all up, and then it's like, either sell them second market or sell them at their liquor store or something like that, and they market the shit up out of it. Just it's bonkers. Anyways, back to Krootz and Gainesville, Texas.
Let's go. Let's go right
I really do want to go back. I actually was talking to Lizzie about it the other day. I was like, hey, let's just take off a Tuesday and a Wednesday randomly. We'll go up there. We'll play some golf at WinStar, and we'll hit them up on the way up there. We'll hit them up on the way back, break up the drive a little bit, get some lunch both times and a couple beers, and then we'll grab a couple extras. I just happen to be, like I said, I happen to be going through there at the right time where I was able to get this Marzen ale, which, super excited about. I was like, when I saw it, I go, jackpot. I was like, oh, this is my first beer I bought for Oktoberfest season, for Marzen season, and things like that. So it's been in the fridge for a little, about a month, but yeah, unbelievable.
You bought on your birthday, so yeah, we're right there at about a month. So,
Buddy,
um,
so damn good.
and this is one of those places that the missus has hit me up about. Like we went, she was like, I want to come back here. Because I talked about going back up there to go get some beers and stuff like that to have some more stuff for the show. Which you've gone up there since then. I've gotten some beers for the show, but yeah, she's like, "Tell me when you go because I want to go," because she had a good time there, and she really enjoyed the food that she had while she was there. So it was like, okay, you
Nice.
can go.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm definitely going to try to make it. I go out to the casino there, and it's in Thackerville, about 10 more miles down the road, and I do pick up. But when I go to Thackerville, by the time I get going through that way, they're already closed, right? I just happen to be going through there because I was
you're
staying with
usually like a last minute, like late night type trip type of thing, right? It's like
yeah.
you and Lizzie are sitting there at the house and you've had maybe like one or two, and you're like, why don't we go to the casino? And you're like, okay. You know?
Real quick, I want to cover their upcoming events. I could only find one. Sorry, folks. October 17th through the 22nd, ferociously fabulous, benefiting Noah's Ark Animal Shelter.
Okay.
Noah's Ark needs our help. Why can't I talk right now all of a sudden? If you are a local artist, please sign up to be a part of the Ferociously Fabulous Art Show, October 17th to the 22nd. Open reception, October 17th from 6 to 8. So there you go. I guess it's going to be an art show. Yeah, Ferociously Fabulous Art Show. Cool.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like art. I mean, speaking of that, we're going to be I don't know if it's an art show, but you can come see us at Cowtown Comic Con this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Alan, myself, Integral Lizzie, we're all going to be hanging out, slinging some stuff, having some fun. Comics, pops, 3D prints, shirts, cups, keychains. We're going to have it all, baby. There ain't nothing. I mean, if you come to our booth and you can't find something you want, there's something wrong with you. No, there ain't nothing wrong with us.
If you want some art, I'll draw some art for you. Like I can draw, And then I think Sunday I will actually have the youngest with me, and she's an artist. Like she does art. She's already had, she already had one little art show out there at Pastime. They had like kids art thing, and she was out there slinging some of her art. And so she's coming out Sunday to join me, and she's gonna have some of her art out there, some comic covers that she's done, and some other original art and some prints and stuff. So. You want some art? Come get some. Plus, there'll be a bunch of other like pretty good artists out there too, like some pretty talented artists. But again, if you want some art from me, I'll draw you something.
Nice. I think the closest thing you can get to Krootz distributes as far south as Herf's Denton County Tap House. That's off of University Drive in Denton, Texas. So if you don't want to make the trip all the way up to Gainesville, you can get that over there in Denton, which isn't terrible. That's not too bad.
And I will say this, I do know that they are working on widening their distribution, because when I went, he was talking about how they were working on getting distribution out more towards like DFW area and stuff like that, and a little bit further. So they are working on the distribution aspect of it. They haven't been open for that long. They've only been open a few years, if I remember correctly. I want to say like 3, maybe 4 years. If that.
It hasn't been that long because I've been going up that road for a very, very long time. And then recently I started seeing the billboards, because they got a big old billboard as you're heading northbound, northbound. And it couldn't have been very long, because we've been looking for breweries in the area here and there between, whatnot, so we can pop in and stop in and whatnot. But yeah, they're right up there in Gainesville, right off the highway, 35, block or two off the highway.
There we
Are you pulling up the date they opened?
I'm working on looking it up for sure on the internet.
The internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing, we're having Krootz Brewing I just hate saying this word. Copper Goochy Marzen Ale. Again, 5.4% alcohol by volume.
2019. They opened up just before the pandy.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
I do like the can art.
4 years.
Nice. Tough time. You open up and then the pandemic happens and you just hold on. You're holding on for dear life. But
yeah, it's actually been 4 years. It started, I think, June.
Okay.
Of 2019.
The benefit is if you have good food, and you got local support and things like that, the people will come. I'm pretty sure they're the only brewery that are in Gainesville.
That are in Gainesville. They are.
They are in Gainesville. So let me finish this off real quick. It's just a little bit left. Man, it's got a great color to it.
Dresses down the glass for sure. A nice smell to it. Nice odor. Really, it's very pleasing to the nose and the mouth. Great mouthfeel. Go and get you some. Stop what you're doing and head out to Gainesville, Texas. That downtown area is pretty nice. There's a lot of like antique malls and things like that stuff there. So if that's something that you're into, or maybe the old lady's into that, hey, you take the old lady there, let her go troll around the antique malls. You go to the brewery, get yourself something to drink, have a few drinks. When she's done, she comes over, you guys have some lunch, and you head home. And you've had yourself a great little day.
There you go.
So, but hey, guys, thanks so much. As always, I'm Alan.
Rapid Dave. Why'd you get so low? Come on, man, with some gusto.
Hey, as always, I'm Alan.
Rapid Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.